Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everybody! When you guys see this grouping of ingredients here, I think we all know what's about to go down. That's right, you guessed it, buffalo chicken dip. We're gonna go ahead and put a little twisty twist on it, but we do have to start with a very classic buffalo chicken dip first. Into a medium heat saute pan is a little bit of olive oil, our chicken breast, keep it nice and plain, salt and pepper. All right. Lay it in the pan, season side down. Just go ahead and season the other side the same way you did the first one. So when we're cooking chicken breast, especially one of this thickness, you know, that's a good inch and a half thick, you don't need your pan screaming hot. You don't need to get a nice sear leg of steak, because by the time the chicken is perfectly golden brown on the outside, it's still very raw in the middle. So if you're gonna do it only in a saute pan, you want it on a low to medium heat, or you can get a good sear on your chicken breast and pop it right into a 350-degree oven. It's for that reason that I like a pan that is entirely metal, including the handle, that if I please, I can just take the whole pan and pop it right into the oven. An alternative to putting your chicken in the oven is to just take a lid and cover it up. This is gonna help it steam, it's gonna help the heat stay inside, and it'll help your chicken cook more thoroughly. So you can see the chicken has started to cook a little bit on the top thanks to the steam and the retained heat. When you look on the underside, you should have a perfect golden brown crust like that. That's exactly what you want. And then just return the lid or put the whole pan in the oven for about 5 or 10 minutes. You want to have your kitchen thermometer handy, and you're looking for an internal temperature of 165 degrees. My mini chef lost his cupcake in his hand. I had my chicken on a low heat, covered, and after I flipped it, I gave it about 10 more minutes in the pan. You can see that these chicken breasts are extremely thick, so it does require more time, of course, if it's a little thicker. And now it's time to take our temperature. What you want to do is you want to insert the thermometer at the thickest point of the chicken. I'm just going to go right down to the middle. Okay, so this chicken is cooked exactly perfect, because chicken, in order to be fully cooked, you need 165 degrees. Let's just go ahead and test the other breast. All right, once your chicken is fully cooked, it's time to go ahead and dice it. I'm just gonna cut it in half, top to bottom. You can see nice and juicy, no pink spots, fully cooked. And now we're just gonna go into small strips. Turn that all sideways, come back. Get the cross section of the strips, and you should just have little chunks of nice white meat chicken breast. And you want to repeat that process. So start by getting strips, turn it all, come back, and just get little chunks and pieces. That's perfect. Into our cooked chicken, I'm gonna add a cup of mozzarella and a cup of sharp cheddar. We add 1 block of cream cheese. Normally you would do 2 blocks of cream cheese, but this is my secret ingredient here. Some Boursin garlic and herb. Now this will provide the same meltiness and creaminess as the cream cheese will, but it's gonna add unbelievable flavor of garlic and herb to your buffalo chicken dip. 1 cup of Hidden Valley Ranch. There's no other brand you should be using. Hashtag not sponsored, by the way. And now, after 1 cup of ranch, 3/4 cup of hot sauce of your preference. All right, 3/4 cup of hot sauce going in. Once you have all your ingredients in there, we have the chicken, the cheese, the ranch, the hot sauce, and the Boursin garlic and herb. Just give it a good old mixy. You want to incorporate everything in there well until it's in a nice dip consistency. Needle in the thread, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the thread, gonna wander. I don't know if I can say dead on YouTube. I might get flagged. You watch me bleed until I can't breathe. I love Shawn Mendes. Is that Shawn Mendes? Really? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. All right, we're looking good. Our buffalo chicken dip is starting to look excellent. This is exactly what you want. Nice big chunks of chicken everywhere. Our cheese in there. We're going to Flavor Town soon. Just, you want to oil your pan so that your dough balls do not stick when you bake this. I just took a little olive oil and I'm going to wipe it around so everything is nice and lubricated and we have no dough balls sticking. Now you guys might be asking me, Chef Sawyer, why are you flouring your cutting board for buffalo chicken dip? And that's when I say, because this is where the good old Chef Sawyer spin comes in. This is some good old store-bought pizza dough. You can get this at your local supermarket most of the time. And what we're about to do, just cut off a little section here. Take your little ball of dough that we cut. Stretch it out, kind of like you're about to make a ravioli or a pierogi or any other stuffed thing, because that's exactly where we're going with this. A big spoonful of your buffalo chicken dip into the pizza dough. And now you just crimp the edges closed, leaving all that good filling inside. Take all of your loose ends, squeeze them together, and now you successfully have a dough ball stuffed with buffalo chicken dip. The first of many. Go ahead and put that into your oil-lined pan. And you want to make sure it's an all-metal pan because we're going to pop this in the oven and bake it. All right, let's do that one more time. Take a little section of the dough. Stretch it out. And create space for our buffalo chicken dip. Take a big spoonful. Maybe even a little more. Now you take all your loose ends, you stretch them all, keeping all the filling inside, and then you have all your loose ends together and you just squeeze it. So it's all tied together. You take the seam side where everything's all folded together and you put that face down in the pan. We finished wrapping all of our buffalo chicken bombs. We left a little bit of space in between to allow the room for them to puff up. And now all that's left before we bake them at 350, just a little bit of cheddar cheese on top. Can't do anything but enhance the flavor. And don't worry about being so precise, making sure every little piece of cheese is on top of your buffalo chicken bomb. Because all these little pieces of cheese that fell through are just gonna crisp up into this beautiful cheddar crust that's just gonna stick to the bombs and it's gonna provide an extra level of flavor. And now we pop this into a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes or until the dough balls are golden brown and puffed up. While our buffalo chicken bombs are in the oven baking, it's time to go ahead and prepare the garnish. We're just gonna, you guys have seen this step once or twice. We got some melted butter. We got some freshly minced garlic going in. We want this garlic butter on the lowest of heats. We don't really want to cook it or get it crispy. And we just want to heat it gently until our garlic is nice and fragrant. I'm going to add a little bit of some dried parsley. Fresh parsley works well too. You just got to chop it up. And here we have our garlic parsley butter that we're just gonna brush over the buffalo chicken bombs as soon as they're finished baking. We just pulled these out of the oven. They look absolutely bomb, pun intended. And now, garlic butter. Just gonna hit our nice garlic parsley butter. A generous portion of garlic parsley butter on all of them. That looks good. That smells good. After you cover it with your garlic parsley butter, put that back in the oven for 2 minutes to let that crisp up with the garlic butter on there, and then we're finished. Our buffalo chicken bombs smell so good. These look unbelievable. Cheesy and gooey, crispy, crunchy, buttery, garlicky, and that's just what's on the outside. I think we should investigate the inside. I'm just gonna separate it a bit until I can come in here and pull it out. All right, first let me tell you, the bread, the dough is nice and soft, pillowy, buttery, but you can see it's fully cooked. There's no raw dough left anymore. Let's check out the inside. Oh my goodness. That looks amazing and it smells amazing, and all that's left to do is tell you guys that it tastes amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Imagine the perfect buffalo chicken dip, conveniently wrapped inside of a little pizza dough bomb, brushed with some garlic butter. Oh my gosh. Just filled with copious amounts of cheese, topped with more cheese. You can't beat that. You can't beat it. This one's actually unbelievable. With how easy buffalo chicken dip is to make, you can have that done in 15-20 minutes. With the convenience of the store-bought pizza dough, just a little bit of shredded cheese. Not a lot of effort goes into this. And look at how many portions you get. It's just fun for everybody to go ahead and grab a stuffed roll and rip it off. They're very filling, they're very satisfying. Ooey gooey, crunchy, cheesy, meaty, garlicky. But most of all, it's convenient. Easy to put together, feeds many people, super satisfying. It hits all those cravings that you love. And you don't even need to start from raw chicken breast either. You could go ahead and buy that rotisserie chicken for $7 and shred it up and use that. You can get canned white meat chicken breast and use that. It all works good. So this recipe is very, very versatile and delicious. I wanted to thank every single one of you for coming back week after week to support Chef Sawyer. I hope we all have an excellent Super Bowl Sunday, and may your favorite team win. See you guys next week. Ciao. I'm done.